Hello everyone, this is Vikram and welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll talk about GitLab and some of the features offered by GitLab. We'll also understand how to use GitLab as an end-to-end CI/CD platform, and we'll see what are the various pricing models offered by GitLab, like the free tier version and the paid version, and also see how to access GitLab. GitLab is offered as software as a service. So in the browser itself, we can use GitLab and services offered by GitLab. At the same time, if you want to run it locally or on-prem, you can run it as a Docker container or a Kubernetes pod. In this video, we'll also see how to sign up for a free tier account and also create or import our existing repositories from GitHub account. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, let's understand what is GitLab. We all know that GitLab is a complete collaboration platform that provides powerful features apart from hosting your source code. We all know that we use GitLab to host our source code just like our GitHub account, but GitLab also provides some of the features that offers complete software development lifecycle. So these additional features include managing the source code and access between various developers, bug tracking, wiki spaces. It can also host your packages and registries like the container images, and it has support for complete CI/CD pipelines. And GitLab is often called as an whole DevOps platform because it offers complete end-to-end CI/CD solutions. So all the developers, security, and operations teams can work together in a single platform rather than having different set of tools for different teams. So using GitLab, you can deliver software much faster with much better security and collaboration, and that too under a single platform. It supports both public and private repositories just like your GitHub, and according to Wikipedia, GitLab has currently more than 1 lakh users and is often used by well-known organizations such as IBM, Sony, NASA, etc. Now coming to the CI/CD part of GitLab, GitLab CI service is a part of GitLab that builds and tests your software whenever developer pushes the source code to the application. So we can have the pipeline checked into the GitLab repository, and once there are any new changes in your repository, automatically GitLab triggers your CI/CD pipeline that builds and tests your software. GitLab CI is a software service that places the changes of every code into the production, which results in everyday deployment of production. That means whenever you have the changes in your code, this pipeline triggers and your new deployment will be available in the production. For example, we can build a continuous deployment pipeline or CI/CD pipeline that builds your Docker image, pushes it to some container registries like GitLab, and then deploy it to the target environment using SSH. This pipeline will run for each commit push to the repository. That means whenever you push your changes to the repository, so the source code will be cloned within your GitLab runners, and then your app will be containerized, and then it will be pushed to the container registries, and then it will go ahead with the deployment into the target environment. So GitLab as a complete DevOps platform. So using this platform, you can manage your source code, plan your CI/CD pipelines, create them, verify them for any misconfigurations, and then once you have your source code or the final artifacts packed, you can deploy them into the target environment securely. At the same time, you can also configure your target environments, and then once the deployment is done, you can monitor them. So the complete lifecycle is available in the link that is being shown in this presentation. And GitLab offers the agile methodology where we continuously code, test, and deploy multiple times in a day. And coming to the pricing models offered by GitLab, we have free, premium, and ultimate models. In the free, you will not be charged anything. So you can have any number of repositories, and you will be given 5 GB of storage and 10 GB transfer per month. And at the same time, you can also have 400 CI/CD minutes per month. That means you can use the CI/CD runners or runners for your CI/CD pipelines for 400 minutes in a month. If you are exceeding, you will be charged. And also you can have 5 users per namespace. So we are going to see everything in the demo section. And also coming to the access part of GitLab, you can access it via browser, since GitLab is offered as a as software as a service. And at the same time, if you want to run it locally, so you can install it as a Docker container or run it as a Kubernetes pod, and you can also run it as a service in this case you will be downloading and installing GitLab using any of the package managers. Now let's go ahead and see the UI part of GitLab and see how to create a new account. So I'm in the GitLab official page. So as the page says, this GitLab is complete DevOps platform. So there is also a video in the landing page, so I highly suggest you go through this video once. And GitLab is used by some of the large companies, and you can go through the rest of the document. So here you have product related information like exploring GitLab, installing GitLab, and the various comparison. So solutions gives you some of the known solutions or some of the popular solutions. And coming to the resources, you will understand how to use GitLab from here. You'll also have GitLab docs, GitLab learn, and all the various resources. And coming to the pricing model, so as we already seen, we have free, premium, and ultimate. And support, you can contact support for any queries. So let's go to the resources, and if I just open getting started section, so here it will give you step by step a process for signing up an account and then start using the GitHub. Let's go to the GitLab docs. So this basically talks about how to set up GitLab, how to set up your CI/CD pipelines, what is a runner, what is auto DevOps. So we're going to see everything in the demo sections. So first we'll start with the collaboration, basically which is creation of projects and assigning or adding new users to that project. Then we'll talk about CI/CD, what is a GitLab runner, how to perform CI/CD inside GitLab, everything. Let's first go ahead and create an account. So I'm in the pricing section. If you want to create an account, you can just take the free tier account, click on get started. So here there are two ways you can run GitLab. One is software as a service, that is the hosted GitLab. So here no technical setup is required because GitLab is managed by GitLab itself. Self-managed, this requires complete Linux experience because you'll be running certain Linux commands. So let's sign up for free account and use SaaS based GitLab offering. So click on sign up for free. So here you can fill out this form and the relevant information needed to create an account. If you already have the GitHub or Google account, you can directly log in through these accounts. So I'm just clicking on my Google and then select any of the available accounts. So I'll be selecting one of my account and then accept the terms. So this is the landing page. So if you click on this menu button here, so you'll have the projects, groups, milestones, code snippets, environments, etc. So this is the bare minimum page, will not have anything. And if you want to manage your user accounts, so you have to click on this button over here. So here you can set the status, edit your profile, and you'll have the preferences. And once you click on the user profile, so you'll have your activity, personal projects, your followers, your contributed projects, and the rest of the information. So here we won't be doing anything related to this. So let's go to the main page, so which is projects page. So here this is where you create your project. So you can start with creating a new project. You can create a group, explore public project. So if I just explore this public project, so these are all the publicly available projects in your GitLab. So GitLab itself is publicly available in a GitLab registry. And then you can also let's start with create a new project. So here you can start with creating a blank project, or you can also start from a template. Let's say you work on Maven or you work on GoLang. So from the template you can create your repository. So let's start with a template first. So just click on template. So here I can browse through the available templates. Let's say you wanted to work on, let's say, Maven. Let's see if Maven is available or not here. So Maven is not there. Let's say you wanted to work on Android. So if you click on this preview, your repository will be previewed. So this is how your repository looks like. So you'll have the build related configurations, your source files, every other information. At the same time, if you want to start using this, you can click on use this template. So let's click on use this template. So once you click on use this template, so you have to give a name to your project. and your project will be created. So at the visibility level, you start you select either private or public according to your requirement. So let's go to new project tab again and see the other option. So the next one is create a blank project. So here, as a name, I'm going to use Python test as the name, and here once you write the Python test, automatically it will be given here. So as a description, I'm just writing this is a demo Python project, and deployment target either GKE, self-managed, Heroku. So these are the various options. So for time being, you can just leave it like that. And then as the repository visibility level, I'm just putting it as public, and then I'm initializing this repository with readme and create a new project. So here there are many errors or warnings that are being shown. The first thing is you cannot push to this repository using SSH because you don't have the SSH key. So basically what we'll do is we'll generate an SSH public and private key pair, and then we put our public key inside our GitLab, so that using SSH you can work with your Git repositories, and also your account is authenticated with SSO, single sign-on. To push and pull over HTTPS with GitHub, you need to set a password, because we have clicked on login with Google and we have not set any password. So let's first set a password if you need, or else we will create a personal access token, and through SSH and through HTTPS we can push to this repository using a personal access token, which we'll see in the next video. So this is our Python test project, and if you see, we have one commit because readme is initial commit done by your GitLab itself. We have one branch over here, and 61 KB is the total size occupied by your all files in your account, your repository. And here it is saying enable auto DevOps. So basically auto DevOps is creating CICD for this complete repository. Basically we don't have any knowledge about CICD as of now, so we'll be closing this option, but we'll see how to create CICD pipelines in the coming videos. And here there are certain shortcuts. So here we can upload the file, upload the readme, add license, add changelog, and all these configurations. So here we have an hyperlink to set up CICD directly from here. So we'll see all these options later. We can also get these options on the left pane, so we don't have to rely on these all the time. And also if you want to add new files or create a directory in this repository, you can do it from here. And also you can create a branch and tag. Basically some of the features you won't find in the GitHub, but you will find it here. And this is your history. You can find some files, web id. So if you open this web id in a new window, so it opens like VS Code kind of a setup where you can browse your complete source code like this. So this is your readme file. And now going to the other option, so you can download your source code as the zip or tarball from these options, and this is where you can get your clone and HTTPS URLs, that is SSH and HTTPS URLs. Basically this is your complete readme file that is being shown here. So this is automatically generated by your GitLab for you. And on the left hand side you'll have various options. So first one is project information. You'll get all the events like the push events, merge events, issue creations, comments, wiki, designs, and team. So everything is completely given here, and you have the various labels. So you can create a new label, like if you want to mark something as a bug or some feature, then you can create a label over here. And these are the various members. So I'm the only one who is the member. So in order to collaborate with other developers, you can invite members, or you can invite a group altogether. And also you can import all the members of the existing project directly from import from a project over here. And this is your repository. So you'll have your files, commit history, the number of branches. Basically we have only one branch, that is main. This is the default branch, and this is the protected branch basically. So no one can delete it other than your administrator. Then we have the tags, contributors. So I am the only one who is contributing. Graph, this basically shows you the complete tree diagram of your repository. Let's say you have various branches, so those branching structure and everything will be shown over here. So this is comparison. You can compare between various branches, compare between various commits, etc. And these are the logged files. So we have the issues here, we have the merge request. Currently we don't have any merge request or PR created. And CICD, this is where our complete GitLab CICD functions. So when you want to create CICD for this current repository, so this is where you'll start. We'll talk about creating CI/CD pipelines in the coming videos. And this is your security and compliance dashboard. We have the deployments, monitor, infrastructure, package and registries. So where we have the package registry, container registry, infrastructure registry. So all these things we already seen in the presentation, where we said that GitLab offers complete CI/CD solutions. So you have the analytics over here, your wiki pages, code snippets, and settings. So this is where your most of the repository configurations lie. That means you can rename your project, you can change its visibility, like converting your public repositories to private repositories, merge requests. In case of merge request, so you can have the default settings over here. So you can do fast forward merge, or any other merge types of merge. You can set the default configurations over here. And then the other options include the project badges. And then you have the advanced section, where you can uh, export this project or archive this project, change this, basically the access path. And also you can transfer this project to a new namespace, that is to a new user, or else you can delete this project altogether. So this is about the repository creation. And now let's go to your repositories and see how to create or import already existing repository. So just click on new project over here, and then I'll say import project. So import project, in the sense I can import from GitHub or Bitbucket or another instance of GitLab running in another environment. And also you can have your CI/CD setup in GitLab by having the repositories externally in some other repository managers. That means you can have your repositories in GitHub, but you can run your CI/CD pipelines in your GitLab. So that option is also available. Now let's click on import project. So I wanted to import from my GitHub. Let's say that you already taken a backup of your GitLab project, so you can also import it here. So now let's click on this GitHub. So here it will ask you to authenticate with your GitHub. So I'll just click on authenticate with GitHub. So here I already have GitLab, basically GitHub account logged in the same browser. So if it is not logged in, GitLab is going to prompt for you to sign in. So you have to sign in. And once you sign in, GitLab is going to browse through all the available repositories in your GitHub. So here I will take one repository of mine. So I'm going to just search for a repository called Maven. So if I have it, just search. So I have here Maven employee web application. This is one which I have in my GitHub. So now I wanted to import this. So import it in my user account under this name, because this is a name, the same name with which I have in my GitHub. So just click on import. So you can also see the status here. It is pulling all the issues, labels, pull requests, everything. So the basically the cloning or the importing of the repositories is successful. Let's go ahead and do for one more, which is Maven web app. I'm just going to import this as well. In the details, you will see all the labels are being imported, pull requests. So there are 13 pull requests, and every information will be pulled. And now if I go to click on main, and if I go to my projects, and you can see I have all my projects, which the Python test is one which I have created in GitLab, and these two are imported from my GitHub account. So I can click on any of the imported one. So here these are the various files that are present in the repository. And if you click on this, I have only one master, one branch which is master, and this is the readme file for that. So if I go to the history, so basically I'll have the complete commit history, and this is also imported from my GitHub account. So that's it for this video. So we had seen how to create an account and how to create various repositories, and we had also seen a complete tour of GitLab UI. So in the next video we'll see how to run basic git commands, and how to make some changes locally, and how to push your changes to this GitLab account, how to create merge requests, how to merge them or close the pull request, and any sort of git commands or topics we are going to cover in the next coming video.
You